Shocker. After the BBC ran a story about porn star Lily Cade backing out of a scene because she found out a woman she was supposed to film with was trans, the I Stand With Lesbians hashtag started to trend among TERFs, accusing trans women who are lesbian as being predatory. The internet reacted in all the best ways, and cisgender women, both gay and straight, started using the hashtag #CisWithThe. It was the 4th most popular hashtag in the UK this week, and has begun picking up support across the globe.
Thoughts?
I mean, I love this idea of challenging TERFs and challenging, and that is to kind of see the story moving in solidarity. And we saw, as you noted, both cis and queer women and trans women, people came in support, and that was powerful. It's really necessary.
What do you think about the observation that as it relates to trans, that the L and the G and the B and the Q don't stand up for the trans community? Because that's really one of the big issues here in this story, that we don't stand up for the trans community is in the way that we should.
And I read the BBC article, as well, and I spent quite some time perusing the hashtags on Twitter, this really also sparks a conversation that has become increasingly present when discussing trans rights is genital preferences, and sort of what that means in terms of how we think about sexual attraction as a whole, and the way that this article just so vehemently demonized trans people, and really made them out to be predators when it's come out also, I don't know the legitimacy of this, but Lily Cade has now is facing accusations that she was actually a sexual predator, and that she repeatedly pushed people, and pressured people into sexual relationships that they were not comfortable with. So it's interesting that she is claiming to be the victim of predation from trans women.
Oh my goodness.
So how do you actually, because you just said we need to support the trans community more? How? Well, besides creating hashtags.
We'll have to do an entire special on your question. One thing, I'm going to answer it this way. November 18th, we're going to do a live broadcast special here at 6 o'clock, from 6 to 8 o'clock. Ariana's Center, we're going to help support their fundraiser. Here, an open bar and food and a program here. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to do a live broadcast in Sunshine Cathedral called Resilience, Stories of the Trans Community. And all of that's going to explore support for the trans community in preparation for TDOR, the International Transgender Day of Remembrance, which is going to be 2 days later, November 20th. That's my first comment, because we're going to answer that in a very extensive way. My second answer is, if you haven't watched this week, I interviewed Tori Cooper. Tori is the transgender top person at the HRC and made national news and international news as being the first trans person of color to be appointed at the White House, and serves on the HIV and other committee at the White House. I interviewed her this week. We broadcast it on Thursday, and I asked this question specifically: what can we do? And she has very specific answers, and I encourage you to watch that interview. And I asked her, do you feel like the L and the G and the B and the Q stand up for the trans community, expecting a political mamby-pamby nice answer? And her answer was never. It was a flat one-word answer.
Wow.
Never.
We need to do better.
We must do better. That's what this hashtag is really all about. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT